Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at my battle belt setup for Airsoft and Milsim. This is going to be the first video from a three-part series where I'm also going to be looking at my plate carrier and my helmet setup. I'm going to be going into all the details of how I've set things up, why I've set things up, and what stuff that I'm using, so that way you guys can get inspired to build your own setup. Now before we go over everything, I do want to say thank you to our latest team sponsor, and that is Titan. They make the best LiPo batteries that you can get out in the airsoft market. We were using them before we were even sponsored by them, and now we'll just continue to keep using them because they really do make the most reliable and just most effective LiPos that you can get. I would definitely recommend checking them out. There will be a link in the description in case you guys are interested. Thanks, Titan. Also, I do want to throw it out there, don't copy me one for one. When you're setting up your gear and your kit, this is something that you're going to want to actually go out and test yourself. I hope this video can inspire you or give you some ideas, but you don't want to just copy what I'm doing because it might not work for you. Okay, so let's go over the belt itself. Now, the baseline of the belt is the Agilite Magnetics belt. When I first saw this and heard about it, I was immediately intrigued because of the pretty unique feature that it has. Now, when it comes to battle belts, typically it has an inner liner here that goes like a normal belt, and then you wrap the outer belt on the outside with the Velcro. And one of the problems that I always seemed to have was getting it to line up perfectly. It was always not perfectly straight on one side or the other side. Not only did that look dumb, but it would actually dig into you or move stuff around and shift weight where it wasn't supposed to be. So with this Agilite Magnetics belt, the inner liner on the very back has two magnetic points that match up with the magnetic points on this belt here. So whenever you go to put it on, it'll snap into place and line up perfectly at the back, allowing you to get a perfect fit around the front. Absolutely love that system. It's a really cool idea. And there's something unique about this belt. I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I'm wearing it, despite all this stuff that I have on it, I'm not actually aware of all the weight. It doesn't seem to impede me, and I'm not aware of it dragging me down. It seems to be really balanced really well. Okay, so let me show you how I have it set up, and you'll get to see the magnets in action here. So as you can see, once it's magnetically snapped in place, it lines up perfectly. All right, so now let me show you what I've got on this belt and why I've set it up. We're gonna move from right-handed to left-handed. So first here, I have a carabiner that holds my gloves. These are just some multicam Mechanix gloves, just a nice storage place for them. Typically, it's not in use when I'm actually playing because I'm wearing the gloves. Now, just behind that, I have a hard holster for my Elite Force M1911 TAC. This is a CO2 pistol, and while it might not be the best performing airsoft pistol, it's one of the most reliable. I've had this thing for years, and I never have to worry if it's gonna work or not. It's just super reliable, super durable. It can take a beating. Just behind the pistol, I have two Kydex pouches, one that holds a knife and then one that holds a multi-tool. When they're not in use, they lie flat as it's just an elastic setup. So now at the very back of the battle belt, I have an IFAK holder. I left the IFAK at home, but I'll quickly show in some B-roll of how I have it set up and what I've got in it. So here is my IFAK kit, fully stocked. This is usually what I carry whenever I go out to a Milsim event. Now it's pretty easy to access. All you gotta do is just pull this tab and then the pouch comes out. Now typically when I play at a Milsim event, I'm usually in the squad leader role. So I feel like it is important for me to make sure I bring some sort of medical supplies because I am responsible for the guys I bring. And oftentimes you'll get randoms with you. I just think it's a wise decision to make sure you at least have some basic first aid kit. Now the stuff that I've got packed in here, it's pretty simple. I have an eye shield in case someone gets their eye shot out, which is hopefully something we'd never have to deal with. A triangular bandage for anyone that messes up their arms. I have an emergency blanket. I have some gloves, obviously. Some extra tape, Sharpie, some paper clips, some more bandages in here, as well as an adhesive bandage as well. In my plate carrier, I'll also find that I have a foldable splint. So hopefully I never have to use any of this stuff, but I do think it's important to at least have some sort of first aid with me. Let me know down in the comments below if there's anything else I should bring with me, or what's your thoughts on bringing first aid kits out in the airsoft field. And just ahead of that, on the back left side here, is my dump pouch. Now this is one of the most essential things when it comes to Airsoft and Milsim. So you don't want to be losing your mags when you're trying to reload. And having a quick place to throw your mag without it going on the ground, breaking, dropping, or forgetting it Just throw it in a dump pouch. Also works great for any loose things that you might find on the airsoft field. So that is where I stick that. Moving up just ahead, I have 2 pistol mags here for my 1911. They just hold in place with this nice pouch here. Works great. I have it kind of slightly angled, so that way it's just a little bit more ergonomically easier to grab when I go to reload. Now I know you're probably wondering, what on earth is this in the front? Well, this is a double grenade pouch holder. For the life of me, I cannot figure out where I got it from. I've had it for years. I cannot figure out who makes it, but it holds 2 Thunder B grenades perfectly. It is great. And if one of you guys can find it, let me know down in the comments below, because I'd totally go and pick some more up. But this is where I stick my grenades, and I've always struggled trying to find where to put my grenades. These Thunder Bs are kind of awkward and big. I've had them on the back, I've had them on the right, the left, on my plate carrier. Just never really found a good position until I tried here. It's never in my way whenever I go to prone or go into crouch. It's easy for me to grab with my left hand, and it's just really easy to pull and activate. I really like this setup at the moment. I know it's a little different, but this is just how I have it. Now, another thing I always get asked is, why don't I carry any of my mags here on my belt? I've tried that, and it's just not for me. I don't know why, I just don't find it comfortable. I like having all 6 mags in the front of my plate carrier. I'll go into depth a little bit more on that when we do that video, but I just like having a smaller battle belt setup, and rather than having a mag sticking out, I just always found it would jab me wrong whenever I'd go down in a prone or certain angles. So this is just how I prefer to run my setup. But there we go, that's the battle belt setup. It's pretty simple. I hope you guys are inspired or get some ideas for how to set yours up. I love running a battle belt. I'm a big fan of this Agilite Magnetics one. It seems to get rid of a lot of problems that I had with previous battle belts. And the way I have it set up works great for me at the moment. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe if you are new. Comment down below if you have any questions for me or any suggestions that I might do to modify mine. If there's something that you do that you think I would like, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. With all that said, I hope to catch you guys out on the airsoft field. Thanks for watching.